You press her into the door frame, kissing her with everything you have. Oh, wow! Yes! Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of ValiDate. So I'm actually super excited about this episode. I took the time to really think about who I really wanted to date next, and I really just want to see how Malik and Arihi goes. Like, I'm really interested because I don't know, Arihi just has this look about him that's like really cool, and I like it a lot. So Malik, we are going to go ahead and date Arihi. Oh, hello, Arihi. So, like I said, like, Arihi just has something about him. Like, I don't know, like, he is super attractive. It's really weird. Like, I'm really attracted to him for some reason. But anyways, let's go ahead and start this date. Ooh, befriending another man. Content warnings. Homophobia? Wait, what? Oh yes, CVS Pharmacy, the best place on earth. I love that. You're in a committed relationship with making bad decisions. A man with no moral compass, influenced only by the teachings of your grandmother. And even then, you can feel the earth shift as she rolls over in her grave every time you make another terrible decision. Like today. One of your baby mamas, Tara, decided she was going to take you to court if you didn't buy diapers, but you were pretty sure she just wanted money to get her nails done and not the actual diapers. Roman is nearly 4 years old, and kids that age are mostly potty trained, right? You weren't meant to be a father. You were meant to be a rapper, or to be famous one way or another. You have the whole formula for a rapper. Tall, the bound cloud, rapper dread cut, stupid ass tattoos with baby mama drama, 2 kids you kinda don't care for. Big Bok already gave you a bit of clout, but you need to keep going. How else are you going to buy your mother her dream house? Diapers, yeah, diapers. You can do that. You can buy diapers for your 4-year-old son who needs diapers. BVS sells diapers, you think? Why wouldn't they? It's a pharmacy after all. You'd rather do this than be the one to pay for Tara's next mani-pedi or whatever it is you're sure she uses your money for. You don't think responsible woman is really your type of game. You get lost in the middle of the hair dye aisle, torn in an internal debate over whether to change your hair color. It's not like you'll get It's not like you'll get fired for it. You're your own boss. Rocket red or coral blue? You think to yourself as you hold both containers in your hands. A thump from the aisle over drags your attention away. Thankfully, you're tall enough to just look over, seeing someone a bit shorter than you resting their head against one of the shelves. Maybe you should go do something? Here you go, being the savior everyone needs despite no one ever having your back when you really need it. But now isn't the time to be hanging onto how shitty and one-sided your friendships are. Someone's dying right in front of you. Wait, dying? You reach out a hand before you realize you literally don't know this person and you really can't afford to be maced in a BVS pharmacy. Instead, you look down at them, your voice gentle as you speak. You good here? Oh, you good here. You hand them the bottle that was near their head. Painkillers seemed about right for the occasion. Thank you. As you probably witnessed, I was having some trouble. Oh, hi, Arihi. Oh, so is this how we meet? Oh, okay. Arihi, this is me and Arihi's date, by the way. Malik can step out. This is Rose and Arihi time right now. Do you drop shit normally, or maybe not the best thing to ask someone you just met, especially someone as attractive as them? You find yourself staring a bit too long. You didn't even realize until you heard the ill part in his sentence. No, I do not. In case you couldn't tell, I'm ill. Down with the sickness. I get it, everybody gets sick. You truly cannot remember the last time you got sick, actually. It's been about a year. You take a step back as you realize that their sickness is probably contagious, or could be. Better safe than sorry. He gives you a look, a mix of confusion mixed with disgust. They also don't laugh at your joke. That shit kind of hurted though. Oh well, not everyone is born with a funny bone in their body. That is a factual statement, yes. Oh, is Arihi very smart? A smarty pants here. Ouch. Suck it up. You know what? Let's just suck it up. Let's not make a scene or cause any troubles. Just suck it up. Suck it up. Someone not laughing at your jokes won't kill your masculinity. You can't help but laugh at them in an attempt to play off the awkwardness of your joke flopping. Are they checking you out? You're typically one to get a lot of attention from the ladies until you open your mouth, but they're different. More on the masculine side. You shouldn't assume someone's gender identity by looks alone. Anoki's voice rings through your ear like a church clock. Right. You've been taught better. Assuming someone's gender is wrong. Yes, assuming someone's gender is very wrong. Just be very polite, ask for their pronouns, and then proceed from there. That's just a very respectful thing to do. But they are checking you out, and they dress kind of like a big buck e-boy, but more professional. That's totally a thing, right? Damn, man, my eyes are up here. You hear the ghosts of Anoki roll their eyes from the back of their skull. You didn't even know that was possible until you met them. I'm sorry, that was inappropriate of me. How did you f*** up this early? You let out a small laugh, leaning against the shelf as you look down at him. It's fine, I'll take it as a compliment. Ogling the eye candy? Not everyone can resist a piece of me? What is going on? Oh god! How did this turn out this way? You're handsome enough, certainly, but I'm afraid you're not my type. Oh no, it's okay, but I'm sure I'm your type. Okay, maybe you enjoyed getting hit on by women, but this is different. You're still trying to figure out your feelings and whatnot, and if you actually are straight, or if that's just something you've been conditioned to be your whole life. Your love for women has always existed, but you're not sure if you could ever truly love one outside of the bedroom. Alice being the one exception, but she's different. You can't get into this right now. You don't need to have an existential crisis in front of a stranger. You didn't realize you were staring at them. How do you play this off without looking like a complete idiot? Real recognizes real. It is what it is. This is going poorly. Yeah, your spit game only works on women, all right? This is a very sophisticated, I'm assuming man here. You offer a fist bump in return for your behavior. Or embarrassing behavior. You realize they probably don't think this is embarrassing, but instead, your normal behavior. The way you are perceived by others is something you cannot control. F***ed up if true. No, thank you. Come on. I would not want my illness catching on through physical contact. You understand, surely. They're one of those clean freak types. You guess you can never be too safe in this day and age, but that doesn't stop you from rolling your eyes. Excuse me for not violating basic hygiene etiquettes. Dude, fist bump me just once and I'll leave you alone, okay? Can't go with these bad vibes hanging on to me. I even washed my hands earlier, so you got nothing to worry about. They don't react poorly to you using masculine terms towards them. Maybe they're okay with it? If you really insist. Win one for Malik, 0 for whoever this person is. 1 and stranger. Malik 1, this stranger 0. That's funny. Hell yeah. I'm Malik, by the way. You like music? He doesn't want to listen to your music. If Yolanda didn't like your he's not gonna like your either. Dumb question. As if there are people who don't like music. In your encounters, you're unsure you've ever met someone who doesn't like music. You're not sure if you would know how to react to someone telling you they didn't like music. The possibility of you curling over on the spot is pretty high. May I inquire as to why you're asking? This guy, acting all big and mighty just because of his advanced vocabulary. You can't help but roll your eyes at him, crossing your arms over your chest as you mock him. May I inquire as to why you're asking? He looks like he wants to hit you. He wouldn't be the first. Instead, you pull out one of your mixtapes from your bag, offering to him. Rude or not, you still need an audience to listen to your music. And of course, he gave him the special Malik Heart CD. Terribly sorry. Never met someone with higher education than a high school. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Never met somebody. Oh my God. Never met someone with a higher education than a high school diploma before. Oh, damn. Ooh. Ooh. Ouch. Damn. You forgot how much it hurt to be mocked for your lack of higher education. The way your father called you a failure time and time again because you decided you wanted to focus on music instead of going to school to be a doctor like every other West African student. You won't let the words of a stranger bother you like the years of emotional and mental abuse from your father does. What the f***? Chill out. Jeez. Just take a tape and go already. I do not want a tape, and I do not want to speak with you anymore. Good day. Don't just brush me off like that. Your ego would be bruised for the rest of the day if you walked away from a fight. And it's a Thursday afternoon. The sun is still out. You're double cheeked up. You have plans to stunt down the nearest boulevard. What else am I supposed to do in this situation? You're a stranger. I gave you my name. A stranger who has a name. Lucky you. He's not wrong. You're still a stranger to him. Thankfully, the stranger has a name to identify the stranger, but you're still a stranger. Wow. This dude is a dick. And you thought you weren't. You look away. Your arm's still folded across your chest. Off. Nice insult. You're sure your homies would get on that ass if they heard that one from you. You're out of ideas on how to get this man back, so you do what you do best. Flirt. I was trying to be nice since you're so obviously into me, all right? Excuse me, I'm what? Oh my God. You checked me out like an item on the fancy restaurant menu. Don't think I didn't see that. He doesn't speak. Instead of speaking, he gives you a look. Nice. You got him speechless. Malik 2, the stranger 0. Called it. No. That is the opposite of anything I have been thinking of you as. You've been thinking of me? Bro, kinda gay. Flattered, for real, but I'm a ladies' man through and through. Mostly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why the f did you say mostly? Why did you say that? What was the reason? You're in no position to be having a sexuality crisis in front of a man who looks like a professional e-boy. Like, why would you say that? Because then now you're saying that, like, yeah, like, I mess with chicks, but then I kind of want to, get some dick too. Like, that's exactly what you said, Malik. Jesus. You're a idiot. Okay. You're giving him a point for that one. Yeah, thank you. Malik 2, this stranger 1. I'm not interested in closet cases. If I must clarify at this point, goodbye. A closet case? A closet case? Jesus Christ. Maybe he's right. You're nothing more than a stupid-ass closet case. Anoki told you sexuality is fluid and you believe them, but they never told you how hard it would be to actually explore it. You can't lie, this person is attractive despite their style, and you wish they had a bit more patience to deal with your shit instead of just... Oh. He's walking away. Actually. You lost this round. Malik too, this stranger too. Damn. Malik, you got roasted. Ooh, you got roasted. Here's the thing. After the whole BVS fiasco, you realize you never actually bought those diapers, and your baby mama has not only been threatening to report you to CPS, but also threatening to key your car and rob you dry. Usually, you would call her bluff, but she knows where you live, where you work, and the studio you rent out for sessions with your homies. So the possibility of her doing it is pretty high. So instead of playing uncle with one of the craziest women you have ever met, you send her that $100 that was supposed to be used for diapers. She wins this round, but if you catch her on BNAP with a new set, you're on that ass. Hey, welcome to Popeyes. What can I get you today? It better be Arihi. Arihi better come out. Arihi, come out. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yes. Okay, this has to be a joke. This fool. Oh, you mean this sexy man? You hate how you seem to be running into strangers a lot more than usual. You live in Jersey City. How hard is it to avoid people like him? It isn't like the city isn't crawling in e-boys. Professionalism is the key to keeping your status as a manager. Fine. You can do this. This man doesn't seem to be listening to you. How rude. You clear your throat once more, repeating your regular greeting. Welcome to Popeyes. What can I get you today? Will you wait 1 second? I haven't even had the chance to examine the menu yet. Fine. Fair. You have to be nice to every customer no matter how much they have insulted your intelligence in the middle of a BVS pharmacy. You're in power now. If he wants to be a dick, he can be a dick without the delicious goodness of Popeye's chicken. You're a hypocrite. You haven't had the food here in years. The smell itself is repulsing. Yep, sure. Can't be ordering the wrong set of chicken strips or else the world will implode. Do they pay you to start this pleasant chatter with your customers? Nah. You will make this man's life a living hell. You're speaking to someone with 3 masters under his belt, you know. Oh, dang, 3, 3 masters? I need to go ahead and have 3 master nights with Arihi. So he can exercise those master degrees with me. This is a family-friendly establishment, my man. Can't be mentioning that when there could be kids around. Like, damn, we get it. You're a bottom. Malik, you can't assume that, okay? You can't assume that. Arihi obviously looks more like a top, but can't assume that. Bottom. Jesus Christ. You've been hanging around entirely too many gay people lately. What? Yeah, you see, you need to stop. Malik? Wait, are you implying that I meant... You raise an eyebrow, leaning against the counter as you look him dead in the eye. Beside him, there are only a few seated customers around. Your co-workers are probably around in the back. Not that you really give it. It's post-lunch time. I would hope you know that that is not what I meant. Given the lack of intelligence you've displayed thus far, however, I am afraid you meant it with sincere intent. Your hand comes up to wave him off. You really don't hear it. You chose not to hear him degrade you. That shit is only cool in the bedroom, not in your workplace. I should talk to your manager about this blatant disrespect. Tough luck, man. I am the manager. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, okay, the timing was perfect on that. He's the manager. Laughter fills the room, taking a step back from the counter as you attempt to regain your composure. Professionalism at Popeyes is key. That doesn't stop you from letting another chuckle out of you as you calm down from your outburst. Oh. Malik 3, this stranger 2. Talk away. How's my disrespect for you so far? 11 out of 10? Oh, speechless. You will make this man's life a living hell every way you can. He messed with you. It's only right if you do it back. Revenge isn't revenge if you care. You hear Yolanda's voice sing to you in your ear. F that. You don't care. You've never given a shit about anything in your life. Why else are you 26 working a dead-end job? Because you don't care. All you care about is the music, and this bitch of a man being rude to you has nothing to do with your music. It isn't like he's some producer guy. Bro, $10 he's a producer. $10 like he's probably a producer as a side hobby. Watch. Maybe he is. I would give it a solid 7. Oh. Only a 7? I gotta up my game. He gives you a smug smile and you realize maybe this is just a guy you caught on his bad day. He did nearly pass out in a BVS pharmacy. Maybe you were being too harsh on this guy. He doesn't seem to have many friends. Maybe missed the class or two when it comes to knowing boundaries with strangers. Fine, you'll ease up. For now. Perhaps you'll gain points if my order is satisfactory. We'll see. Been keeping track since we met. I got 4 points, you got 2 on me. Yeah, Malik is that kind of guy. He makes a face. You're unsure what to take of it. It looks like he's kind of shocked that you've been paying attention to him. Maybe he really doesn't have any friends. You gotta order first, in case you were waiting for permission or something. I'm still looking. So he's one of those customers. All right, fine. You don't have any work to do, and you really haven't checked Bitter all day. This corporate shit. Your phone is up as you scroll through your timeline. Making sure your brightness is dimmed low in case one of your coworkers walk past and you scroll past some porn. Oh my god. A chicken sandwich meal, please. Sure thing, man. You toss your phone aside, not really caring where it landed. It's already cracked as shit anyways. It's not like you can break it anymore. I mean, at least get like a OtterBox case or something so you can throw it with confidence and know that like it's you know, safe. I am not sponsored by OtterBox, but you know, at least just chuck that and you know it's safe. He pretends not to eye your discarded phone as he pulls out his payment. You notice the quick look of judgment on his face before he ultimately shuts it down. Huh, that's unlike him. At least as long as you've known the guy. Will that be all today, sir? Why the f did you call this e-voice sir? Ew, what the f? I mean, that's normal customer service. Like, you call them sir, ma'am, boss, chief. Like, you give them good, like, high, respectful titles. That's what you do. Sure, that is standard practice, but something in you feels different when you say it to him. Ooh, I'm about to call Arihi daddy. Is there anything that you need, a daddy? Not the time. Okay, I need to like thirst down. I'm getting a little too thirsty here. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Malik, for your service. Oh, you're treating me like a veteran or some. Gonna die if I don't get you this chicken. Your life in my hands. A good song title. You write that down on a receipt to remember later. I meant it, all right. Take it or leave it. Sure. Deliver the chicken to him personally, have one of your coworkers. Ooh. Let's deliver the chicken to him personally. Give him the real Popeyes treatment. You're off to the back to grab a clean tray of food for him. You typically wouldn't care, and you would give a regular customer a tray that still had a bit of biscuit crumbs on it, but he's different. In a way, you really don't want to think about. Having a sexuality crisis at work wasn't on the Patterson agenda today. I never listened to his... It takes you longer than usual to get his meal ready in the back, and before you know it, you're making your way toward him, balancing the tray on your palm like some fancy waiter. Your mixtape is in his hands. Getting excited over a random person giving your music attention is embarrassing. You force yourself to calm down as you slide the tray in front of him. Hey, ain't that mine? Did you like it? The restaurant is pretty empty, and your coworker finally decided to do their job and man the fort for the rest of their shift. Sitting down with the customer to get some valuable feedback is never a bad idea. No, I didn't. I was going to throw it away. Arihi, that's not nice. All right, that one hurts. Play it off with your moves like you always do. Damn, really? You usually stare longingly at your trash before you toss it then? Of course not. I don't even remember receiving the thing. How did you... One of the skills I've learned in this trade. Oh, so did you just like slip it in? You flex, your entire body glistening with the pride of getting what you want. You truly do have the mind of a mastermind. I'm sure you'd make a fine pickpocket. I thought you were on the clock. I'm in charge of my own breaks. So, am I an 8 now? A 9? 12? Yes, I would gauge you at 12 years old. Okay, that's funny. I would gauge you at 12. Yes, 12 years old. All right, fine, he wins. Fine, you get that one. Ooh, Malik 3, this stranger 3. You normally hate the food here, but you prepared this one nice and special for him. Nothing wrong with getting a taste of your own cooking. Luckily, your hands are clean enough to reach over and steal a fry off his tray, popping it in your mouth with a smirk. Hey! Finders keepers, consider it a tax. He doesn't have that look of protest like he did before. Instead, he seems to be okay with your antics. Huh. Maybe your nature to annoy those who defy you is paying off. Wait. You don't even know this fool's name. Just realized I never got your name. You gonna share? Sharing is caring. Why should I care? You realize you really have no reason to care, unless he becomes a regular. The chances of seeing him again are pretty low. Arihi. Oh, thank you for introducing us to you formally, Arihi. Arihi Cooper. And the Ice King begins to melt. Nice to meet ya, Arihi. The Ice King. It fits you. Well, not really. I just say whatever words pop out of my mouth. You never know what I be spitting next. You managed to make him laugh. Maybe that deserves another point. Nah, you can allow him to have this one. Point free. I'm sorry for being a dick. I wouldn't put it like that. But yes, I do apologize. Man, it's whatever. Make it up to me by listening to my music. I will. I'll listen. All right. Maybe that one deserves a point. Ooh, Malik 4, Arihi 3. Ooh, okay. You begin to speak before you see the rush of customers come in through the door. School must have just let out or something. You don't even say goodbye. Instead, it's a small gesture of your hand as you allow yourself up and back into the kitchen. You take orders as per usual, but your attention always darts back to him in the corner of the restaurant. He looks like he's pondering, thinking about life. A Popeyes isn't really the best place to do it, but hey, you've had your own share of deep thinking in a rather not deep thinking place. Despite the game you two played, you hope to see him again, or at least talk to him. Your number is on the back of the mixtape he held in his hands. Oh, friends with another man. Oh, that was so exciting. I love that so much. And he looks so happy, like, in the beginning. Oh, Malik route with Alonzo unlocked. Interesting. Oh. Very interesting. So was that a good ending? I think that was a good ending. I think we got a good ending. Because we got unlocked. We unlocked things. Oh, hello, Alonzo. Hi. Okay. So the day with Arihi was actually very interesting. I was actually expecting like a little bit more with Arihi though, but we'll see. Hopefully, maybe in the future there's something more. I don't know. All right, but I do want to step away from Malik for a little bit. Amari unlock. Ooh, that's right. Amari unlocked Annaya, which was interesting. I really want to see how this interaction is, since, you know, we're gonna be dating a character that we played as. So I'm very curious to see how this goes. Yeah, let's start the date with Annaya, of course. You've got a fast car. Content warnings, alcohol, NSFW. Oh, NSFW. Ooh, NSFW. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Arihi. Okay, this is a good episode. Oh, yes. Oh, this is a good episode. This is a good episode. Whew, okay, let's go. And then he had the audacity to kiss me. Can you believe the things that happened to me? Lord, I should have slapped him across the face. Uh-huh, that's nice. Amari, are you listening to me? Yes, of course I am. All right, well, blatant lies aside, I suppose I appreciate your willingness to let me rant. You're always a hair's breadth from blowing up on the nearest person, and Arihi is just unpleasant all around. It's not like either of you have any redeeming qualities, let alone other friends to hold hostage. You're definitely the only person Arihi can rant to, so that's not saying anything special. Wait, why are you talking about yourself like this? The ease with which self-depreciation eases in your thoughts is unsettling. I was thinking about getting a new bookshelf for my office. They're having a furniture sale at Gracie's if you want to come with. I remember you mentioning that you wanted a new front table. You don't have to come, though. That's totally Arihi's way of asking you to go furniture shopping with him. He can never just outright say he wants to have company. He has to jump through a million hoops justifying why he wants to spend time with someone he loves and explain it, so that he doesn't sound like a mushy-gushy bleeding heart who actually believes in the power of friendship. Anoki would probably describe him as tsundere. They taught you what that word means a few days ago, and now you can't stop associating it with Arihi. You know what? Arihi is tsundere. He is. I can see that. That's beside the point, though. You know, Arihi doesn't mean any harm, and it's endearing when he gets like this, but it's time to shake the table. Maybe you should be mischievous for a change. Keep him on his toes. Have him dig for the meaning in your words. You purposely switch back to your preoccupied expression. Instead of responding, you tap your fingers against the arm of your chair, letting the low rumble of Arihi's voice wash over you. I've got a plan. What? You heard what I said. Whoa, did you just channel some of Arihi just then? Scary. This is probably the first time Arihi's plan has been answered with a plan. Now he has to use his mega mind brain to come up with a plan for your plan after he already planned the plans he planned. Yes. His brain has to work overtime trying to figure out where exactly this conversation is going. He's probably going to be so annoyed, but you know he lives for this kind of mental gymnastics. You can vividly picture him inside your head wearing a solid black singlet and some loose shorts, standing atop of Alonzo's hot pink gym mats, doing a standing high leg bent knee hamstring stretch, trying to outthink you. The mental image is so endearing that a smile teases your lips. In regular Arihi fashion, he arches a brow and clears his throat. He probably thinks you're laughing at him. Furniture shopping is fun. I agree, Habibi. I was not arguing. It's just that you can be so adorable sometimes. Or rather, you can't help but cherish the moments where Arihi's tough exterior cracks and you get a glimpse at the mellow man within. Truly, you're grateful for his friendship. You're honored that you get to call him your best friend. He can be a little rough around the edges, but quiet and gentle too. You can't put Arihi in a box. There's a lot more to him than people think. For example, he has many layers, like an onion. He makes you cry, and if you leave him out in the sun for too long, he starts sprouting little white hairs. Not everyone likes onions, but everybody likes cakes, and cakes have layers. I'd take you across the globe with the boys and I if I had the means. In fact, the place I have in mind is not far off from a furniture store. Arihi gives you that look. You know the one. His eyes are scooping yours out of your skull. He's not only judging your life choices, he's judging your soul. Deadpan, arms folded, a subtle lean in your direction. The judge, jury, and executioner are right here in the middle of your living room. It's moments like these where you realize you and Arihi are polar opposites, where he's fire, you're ice, and you complement each other so well. He is the perfect amount of ridiculous to balance out your control freak tendencies. Amari, it's nearly sundown on a Friday. What fun thing could we possibly do? You could go clubbing. I'm glad you asked. Oh, she has a plan. Ooh, 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 clubbing, clubbing, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes! Yes! I told you, I told you, I told you, I told you. I hate you. You love me. I despise you. I love you more. I abhor you. I don't know what that word means, but I adore you to pieces. Of course you know what that word means. You're a teacher, for goodness sake. You just love to mess with him. You know he knows you know. He endlessly compliments you on your intellectualism. Your memory isn't the greatest, but you could swear he said you're one of the few people worthy enough to convert the same oxygen that he does into carbon dioxide. Is that even possible? Who knows? What you do know is that you're equal in his eyes, which is the highest praise coming from Arihi Cooper. Come on, we used to go here all the time. You mean you used to drag me here all the time. And we had fun. Did I have fun? I must have forgotten that part in between all the miserable small talk I made with the drunk strangers. I don't exactly do well at lesbian bars. Oh, like you do well at straight bars. Arihi Cooper forced to come to terms with the fact that he has as much game as a belly button lint. You have to pat yourself on the back for that one. Now that you and Arihi have been hanging out more often, you've been whetting your wits like a knife. Your combats are like punches to the jaw. You have your mentor to thank for that. Speaking of Arihi, he turns his back on you and enters the club. You smile as he bundles the detritus of his ego and takes it with him, where what's left of it will be pounded into dust because he can't engage in polite conversation, especially with strangers. By the end of the night, you'll be peeling him off the floor and carrying him bridal style to the car so you can drive him home. You're surrounded by women, well, mostly women, which isn't surprising at a lesbian bar. This is a sanctuary, a safe place for all, and it fills you with a kind of excitement you haven't felt in a long time. All these pretty faces in the world, and you're still brooding over mean. No fun allowed nor. Leave it to a club to remind you that you can have whoever you want. The world is your oyster. Yeah, it was a good idea to come here. As you take in the throng of people, you notice there's quite a few couples enjoying their time together. You go from high as a kite to bitter in the blink of an eye. All the character development you just went through got deleted, as if whoever's writing this route just mashed the backspace key in reckless abandon. You click your tongue against the roof of your mouth and walk towards the bar so you can get something to drink. Hi, do you have any non-alcoholic seltzers available? Oh, hello, you are so pretty. I can get you a can of Le Cruz if you want. You mean Le Garbage. She'll give you a can of garbage if you want. Do you have anything that tastes good? I mean, I guess I can get you a non-alcoholic Black Claw. That would be great, thanks. The drink ended up costing $10 entire, which seems like a lot for a can of Black Claw, but you aren't going to complain about it. You leave your card up so you can start a tab. Hydration is vital, after all. You don't mind it here, but the music is far too loud. So loud, in fact, that you feel the beginnings of a panic attack coming on. And you know what's good at stopping and impeding panic attacks? Taking your mind off the thing that's giving you a panic attack. So your thoughts don't start spiraling and go from "this music is too loud" to "the FBI is right outside of the club with a battering ram and is coming to arrest Arihi." Why would they come to arrest Arihi? And because a balled up receipt fell out of his pocket and neither of us noticed, and now we're both facing 20 years of life for littering? Oh my god, come on. That's not gonna happen. Instead of fearing the music, you decide to become the music. The beat of your heart synchronized to the angular low bitrate sounds of Pulse X blaring through the speakers. It starts with a small bounce of your foot, and suddenly the entire dance floor is under your commands. And then you see her. Oh, do you see Annaya? Oh, hi Annaya! The world stops. You can't hear the music anymore. You almost break your neck doing a double take at the woman who's standing near the bar, all alone. She's standing near the bar, all alone, and something tells you that you absolutely need to get to know her. All you know is that your body starts moving towards her before your brain can think thoughts. She's reeling you in like a fish caught on a hook. Everyone always tells you that you have a certain kind of magnetism about you, but it pales in comparison to the appeal this woman has. You absolutely have to know her. Personally, maybe even carnally if she's okay with it. Consent comes before anything else. Oh, Amari. Oh, I see where the NSFW is coming in. She's cute. Nervous? You get a better look at her as you approach. If you mention how adorable she looks off to the side, keeping to herself, she'd probably deny it as a point of honor. Insist she eats at the salty spittoon. You know her type. A wallflower. Doesn't go out a lot. Has a friend that probably dragged her here, or insisted they come here together to prove she's not a stick in the mud. Her eyes keep darting around the room like she's afraid she's on a hidden TV show, or the FBI is outside the club waiting to arrest her for accidentally littering. She's totally your type. Okay, Abdi, you've still got this. Once you're properly standing in front of her, you lean down and tap your knuckles against the side of her empty glass to get her attention. Can I buy you another one? Ooh, okay, Amari, with the smooth words. So why did you do that? Touching her glass? Getting all in her face like that? That's literally the most unhinged thing you've ever done. You need to abort the mission right now, immediately. They're $12. You can't help but laugh. I can't say that word. I don't even know how to pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try. She doesn't think you're a total creep. Pretty standard for this part of town. Gin and tonic? You hope you identified the correct spirit lingering on her breath. Even though you don't drink alcohol, there's still something so enchanting about kissing a woman after she's had a drink or two. Fortunately, she nods. You flag down the bartender and purchase another seltzer concoction for yourself and a gin and tonic for... You never got her name. It's okay. You can still recover from this. Once the drink orders are in and you've taken a steadying breath, you turn back to face to her. I'm Amari. Annaya. Ooh. She extends her hand for you to shake, and it's like second nature for you to return the gesture. Do you, can you tell me your pronouns? See, that is exactly, yes, Annaya, yes. That is exactly how you start off a conversation. Always ask, what are your pronouns so I don't offend you? And Annaya did it perfectly. Yes, that's how it's done. Okay, this is a good sign. She isn't a trans-misogynist, at least. She or he, just mix it up. You? Oh, she is fine. Do you come here often? She doesn't seem to have heard you. Do you look too much like a mom to hit on women now? Sorry, what? I asked, do you come here often? As a joke, But now that I have to repeat it, I'm realizing that the only thing more annoying than asking someone if they come here often is joking about whether they come here often. Well, I don't come here often. This is my first time. Are you here alone? Is it possible for you to not sound like a total creep? Is that something you think you're capable of doing, Amari? No, my friends are here. Well, friends. And he has people who are more fun than I am, so... Well, that's his loss. I'm having a great time with you. Yes, okay. That was actually smooth. Yeah, that was actually pretty smooth. Do you? Do I what? Come here often? You don't exactly want to tell the truth that you initially came here with your ex-wife before she was your ex, and then you spent the first 6 months after your divorce hopping from lesbian bar to lesbian bar just so you could feel something. But every time you tried to be with a woman who wasn't Noor, you'd end up sobbing for hours while some poor femme tried and failed to comfort you. No, it's better if you leave out the gory details. More often than I probably should. Your drinks arrive a moment later, and it hits you that it probably doesn't look great that you're not drinking at all and Annaya is. Honesty is key here. Communication is key for a healthy relationship, so let's try to explain ourselves. Yeah? So, gin and tonic, huh? Gin can be pretty intense, or so I'm told. I wouldn't know. I don't drink alcohol. Oh, I guess I've heard that about gin. These really aren't that strong, though. For sure, and besides, you look like you can handle your liquor just fine. A strange look crosses her face when you say that, like you struck a nerve that you didn't know was exposed. Oh, god damn it! Why? I always suck with choices, man! Like, I never think about the bigger picture. I always, like, end up causing a more up situation. This isn't the first time you've provoked a reaction out of someone by way of referring to a sensitive topic, but you never do it on purpose. It's funny when you do it to Arihi, but now you just feel like for ruining this woman's day. You need to fix this, right now. You quickly down the rest of your drink, too rattled to use it as a tool to help you pace the conversation. A different version of you, one from as recent as a few months ago, would just collect his things and go home. This version of you, though, you feel rooted to the spot you're standing in. Leaving now would mean giving up on Annaya. It would mean giving up on the idea that getting back out there is possible for you. It would mean telling yourself that all the things that Biggs and Arihi and your other friends have desperately been trying to get you to believe about yourself aren't true. And you can't do that. But yeah, I guess I was wondering if you wanted to maybe dance? When you ask that, she softens and nods. You take her hand in yours and lead her to the dance floor. Hopefully, once you stop talking, you can make a better impression. Uva! The vent squeak sound that weaves into drip samples and the vocal cuts of baby-making moans found in almost every Jersey City bound cloud production rush through your body like an electrical current. You don't have the fondest memories of your hometown, but house music puts the rest of those memories at the forefront of your minds. You remember acting as the designated driver for the handful of gay kids at your high school on weekends trying to sneak into innuendo or TV lounge. They'd blast this stuff in your car at max volume. You move behind Annaya, giving her the space to either lean against you or do her own thing in your vicinity. Fortunately, she chooses to press into you, and you sigh in relief. What? Amari with the smooth moves. As you dance, you take note of how she responds to being touched. As into you as she seems, you never know how far someone wants to take things until they say so out loud. Nor was never particularly into making too much eye contact in public, whereas you have an old flame named Mariella who wasn't happy unless you were practically fingering her on the dance floor. Oh my god! Something tells you that Annaya is more similar to Noor than Mariella in that respect. Your thoughts are interrupted when you notice Annaya talking to some twink you've never seen before, and you assume this must be the friend she mentioned earlier. Speaking of friends, you remember Arihi. You do a quick scan of the crowd just to see if he's in the vicinity. See, I don't know, because I could say stop self-sabotaging and focus on Annaya, and then something bad happens to Arihi, and then the date gets f***ed over. Or I could be like, keep looking for him, and then Annaya's like, is there something wrong? And then it causes a situation like, oh, you're with so-and-so, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, and then the date is over. So maybe stop self-sabotaging and focus on Annaya. Come the f*** on, Amari. Didn't you just go through a whole internal monologue about this being worth doing? There's no way you're letting Arihi cockblock you right now when he's all the way on the other side of the room, finding comfort at the bottom of a tin can. You turn your attention back to Annaya. She's facing you now, pressed up against you. She's so warm, so soft. Your gaze wanders back to her lips. Annaya moves fluidly against you. Your senses are overtaken by her presence. The lingering gin on her breath, the soft curl of her hair. If you don't get this woman alone in the next 10 seconds, you might drop dead. You lean in, tempted to just kiss her right here, right now, but you hold yourself back. Permission is key. Do you want to get out of here? Here? Come on. She's nervous, but she still reaches for your hand before settling on your elbow. You'll find a way to reassure her in good time. But first, you need to get her outside. The only problem is that she's leading you further into the crowd. What are you doing? I'm looking for Alex. I want to tell him not to wait for me. Can't you just text him? Oh, yeah. As you say this, you remembered to send Arihi a text letting him know that he's on his own in terms of getting home. Oh, poor Arihi. I'm so sorry. He'll be fine. Hopefully. Poor Arihi. Oh my god. Annaya allows you to lead her outside. You take a deep breath once the cool night air hits you. Did you drive here? You squeeze her hand, not for any reason in particular, besides your overgrowing need to get closer to her. Yeah, but we should go to your place instead of mine. Yeah, we can go to my place if you want. This is a hard choice. Okay. Whew, this is a hard choice. It could go either way because we can say yes, go to my place, and yeah, but then I don't know, because I feel like if you go to my place, I feel like that'll feed the more controlling side of Amari, but then if we say yes, go to Annaya's place, it'll feed, or it may make Annaya uncomfortable, especially with like her living like space situation, because you know, like her living conditions. So both answers are yes. It's just what's different is where are we going to be at? And I'm afraid if we go to my place, Nor may pop up like out of nowhere and be like, I need you to watch the kids, and then she sees Annaya and then it causes issues. So I would say the safest bet is probably going to Annaya's place. Yeah, but we should go to your place instead of mine. Sure, just it's kind of a mess. You don't know why, but something tells you that now is a bad time to bring someone back to your place. Yeah, I have a bad feeling because then after we go there, Nor probably will come and try to sabotage things, or maybe drop the kids off early or some shit like that, and then it causes like some whole controversy. It's just a complete safer option. Like there's more pros going to Annaya's and more cons going to Amari's right now. I don't mind messy. Oh, okay. You can't help but notice how nervous she is, and you resolve to do whatever you can to make her feel comfortable, starting by keeping the conversation on the way to her place light and easy. It helps that you really don't want to spill too much about your whole deal right now. It's probably a pretty big turnoff to hear that a potential hookup is still very much hung up on his ex-wife. Right. Okay. Ooh. You follow Annaya's directions and pull in front of her apartment building a few minutes later. She leads you inside without any fuss. She was right about it being messy, but you don't think it's anything outrageous. Besides, you really have no place to judge that sort of thing. Now, on to the matter at hand. You press her into the door frame, kissing her with everything you have. Oh, wow! Yes! Ooh, yes! Ooh! She's so soft in your arms, so cute, so shy, so... Before you get carried away, you want to take a moment to check in with Annaya. So, any likes or dislikes I should know about? Oh, yes, consent! We love consent! Any parts you don't want me to touch? Oh, no, I mean, maybe not my feet. Not because I have, like, foot dysphoria, just because my feet are gross. She's so cute, you want to scream. Maybe I should be the judge of how gross your feet are. I don't think we know each other well enough for you to be the arbiter of my feet. I think that's more of a second date thing. Okay, fair enough. We can wait on the foot stuff. She laughs, and you never want to stop hearing the sound of it. You want something to drink? I'm good. Well, I should have some water or I'll regret it in the morning. Okay. Oh, you step back, maybe a little too quickly, but it's been so long since you've done this kind of thing, and, well, you really like her. Annaya walks to her kitchen, and your gaze lands on the piles of different cords on her counter. Weird. She must work in IT or something. You feel your phone vibrating in your back pocket and you check it, thinking that Arihi might be in trouble. Instead, you see that Noor has sent you an absolute dissertation of a text message. For a moment, you considered ruining the rest of your night by responding to it. But you've already come this far, and you aren't about to waste it all by getting into an argument about nothing with your ex-wife. In fact, you're going to pretend Noor doesn't even exist. You drown in your water or something? Okay, maybe you should take a deep breath or two before you start pretending Noor doesn't exist. Yeah, you're still annoyed at Noor, and it's coming through when you speak to Annaya, which isn't fair. At least you got her attention, though. She returns to you, stopping to stare for a moment before approaching. Should I put on music or something? What do you like to listen to? Actually, you get closer to her. Ooh, I find boning to music kind of cheesy. You hope that wasn't too forward. Oh, right. You walk behind her so you have the leverage to push her onto her couch. In your experience, shy girls like it when you toss them around a little bit. Before she can react, you're in her lap. Now that you're so close and your eyes are open and you're really, really going to do this, you take a moment to admire her. I like your eyebrows. What? You run the pad of your thumb across one. Her hair is so dark and thick, and she smells a little bit like sugar cookies, and she's so sweet, and I like them. Annaya laughs, and you worry that maybe you messed up. What? Nothing. She still has half a smirk on her face, but she's clearly getting lost in a thought that isn't really related to right here and now. So you lean in and kiss her again and again until you're both laughing. Ooh. You wake up the next morning before the sun rises. Annaya has shifted towards you in her sleep, and you feel like the most evil person in the world when you quietly slide out of her bed. Oh, they had a good time last night. It must be pretty early, and you get the sense that she's going to be asleep for the foreseeable future. You're more quiet than you've ever been before as you slip your clothes from last night back on. Disgusting. You're going to need a shower the second you get home. You take out your phone and realize two things immediately. The first is that you only slept for a couple hours and that it is currently 4:30 in the morning. The second is that you have several missed calls and unread texts from Noor, as well as a few texts from Arihi. Yeah. I do not want to deal with this right now. You exit Annaya's bedroom and into her bathroom to change, before heading towards her kitchen so you don't wake her up. You know what you could go for right now? A nice glass of crisp, cold water. You scroll through your phone while you rummage through Annaya's fridge. She keeps it surprisingly well stocked with a wide variety of ingredients. You can probably throw something nice together for breakfast when she wakes up. You read Arihi's indignant text first, but he's too well adjusted, as he would say, to actually get mad at you. It looks like you just need to bite the bullet and see what Noor wants. Ooh, what does Noor wants? Need to know your plans. EID call me. Left the message at your house. Are you really going to be this petty? What could you possibly have going on that you don't have time to answer the phone when I call? Miss, Amari doesn't have to revolve around you 24/7, okay? You lost that privilege long time ago. Oh my God. If this is about Ali, you really need to grow up. Several hours later, as if she forgot that she was supposed to be mad at you, she sent a video of the boys. r_doves.mp4. So beautiful. Oh, damn. They're watching Annaya. Oh. The boys wanted you to know about this show we were watching. You should check it out. This cannot be happening right now. Holy sh**. Okay, let's turn this into a positive thing. The possibilities of this text. The implication of this text. You could rub this in Nora's face. Tell her you don't need to watch Annaya's show because you can go over to Annaya's apartment and be on the show with her. Oh, wait, did the text? Okay, see, I did notice though, like the text was kind of cut off, but I thought that was the end, but it probably mentioned Annaya's show. So then this would make sense. That's right. The two of you have fallen madly in love with each other and you're going to be together until the sun explodes. You wish you could see Nora's face the exact moment she reads the text you're definitely about to send about having found your soulmate. Your better half right under her nose. The devastation would make her age 50 years on the spot. Right. Your movements are electric. Your focus is more clear than it has been in ages. The first thing you do is call Arihi. Even though it's early, he picks up after only a couple of rings. Amari, it is 5 in the morning and I feel like I was hit by a bus. You better be dead or dying. Boo-hoo. There's a reason alcohol is haram, my friends. I'm going to kill you. Anyways, I'm calling to tell you something amazing. I met my soulmate last night. What? I'm in her kitchen right now. Her name is Annaya. She has a show on Instagram and I'm going to marry her. Right. This is kind of too soon for that, Amari. Yeah, Arihi doesn't believe you. You're insane. What a hater. Of course Arihi wouldn't be happy for you. You have the audacity not to be bitter and lonely like he is. He had to come to terms with the fact that he'll be single forever at 5 in the morning on a Saturday. Yeah, that's exactly it. Arihi couldn't get a significant other if his life depended on it. He went on a few dates with a girl recently and she didn't want anything to do with him. Here you are, at your soulmate's house, about to make breakfast for her. What was that girl's name again that he kept crying about? Grisabella? Whatever. He isn't important. What's important is proving your undying devotion to Annaya. Now that you're done announcing your plan to your best friend, you launch into cooking mode. Annaya doesn't have any red peppers, but she does have a lot of canned fish, fresh tomatoes, and eggs. So you figure you can make a decent approximation of shakshuka, even if your grandmother would beat you with a wooden spoon for even thinking about making it without the peppers. You get busy chopping the onions and fresh tomatoes, making sure to clean up as you go. Once you have your sauce cooking, you start to detangle and organize the various cords and wires that are scattered throughout the kitchen. You really don't know how streaming on Instagram works, but you figure having an organized workspace will help. You crack 6 eggs evenly throughout the sauce before covering the pan and turning the heat low so they can poach slowly. While you wait, you load Annaya's dishwasher and get it running. You decide to hand wash and dry the few dishes that are remaining. In an ideal world, you'd clean her entire apartment, but you don't know Annaya well enough to start digging through her things. So you just tidy up the kitchen for now. The work is relaxing. Even though you struggle to do the same in your own home, there's something about cleaning another person's space that fills you with an indescribable sense of power. As you finish up, your mind starts to wander. You imagine a morning like this one, but in the far future. Annaya has moved into your house, and you've installed custom lighting in the kitchen for her so she can just flip a switch instead of having to deal with the frustration of several cords and sockets. Annaya and your kids will get along. In fact, it'll be like they've known her for their whole lives. Yeah, A morning just like this, only you're making breakfast for a whole family. And that's what you want. Wow. Love is an incredible thing, isn't it? You fix a plate for Annaya, 2 eggs, plenty of sauce, and some well-buttered toast. She might not be the type to like eating in bed, but you can always just scoop her up and carry her to her table if that's the case. You also make a mental note to bring your set of rings so you can figure out what size Annaya wears the next time she falls asleep. I think you're going about this a little bit too fast, Amari. The 7 in your collection are the most common ring sizes in the US, but she could be an outlier. I did it. Biggs was right. I'm totally a catch. Right. All right, so it looks like we are running on time here, unfortunately. See, I'm afraid that like if I continue like doing this, it'd probably be like another like 5 minutes and then done. But I really don't know how long this is gonna take. So we'll just continue this next episode and see how the rest of this spicy encounter goes, because everything progressed so fast. And Amari is just like head over heels for Annaya, but I think Amari is going a little too fast on this one. And I think her controlling side is still kind of peeking through because she's kind of controlling this whole weird progression of quote unquote love. So, but we'll see how the rest of this goes, because I'm really interested to see like how Annaya is feeling about this whole situation right now. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this session. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.